Hi guys, it's Namang here. So I've seen some questions from you guys about the future grid bot, so that's why I'm making this video to teach you guys more about how it works and all these settings you guys need to pay attention to. So first let's look at how grid trading works. So with a grid trading bot you have a lower limit and an upper limit. This is your price range that the bot will trade in. And inside that range you guys have the grids, right? These grids determine when the bot sells or buy. And the grid bot will distribute your funds to all the grids in your price range. So if you have more grids, then the bot will require more investment. And the bot works by buying at a grid and then selling at a higher grid. So for example, if the price is here, it goes down here, the bot will buy here. If the price go up, it will sell. And if the price goes down, it will buy again. If it goes down again, it will buy again. And as the price go up, the bot will sell the buy that it bought here. And when the price goes up again, the bot will sell the buy that it bought here. So that is how the grid bot works. Some of the things that you guys need to pay attention to is, so the first thing is obviously the price range. And the second thing is the quantity of grids. It's the amount of grids, and this will also affect the profit per grid. And you guys can understand the profit per grid as the distance between the grids. So if you guys have more grids, then the distance between the grids will be smaller, right? So the profit per grid will also be smaller. And smaller profit per grid is good for catching like smaller movements, but it will miss out on big pumps. Also, with smaller profit per grid, each transaction will have smaller volume. If you have like fewer grids, then you will have a bigger profit per grid, and that is good for like catching big pumps, but it will miss out on like these smaller movements between the grids. So for example, if the price moves like this between the grid without actually hitting any grids, then it will not make a trade. And gridbot is usually best for a sideways market. Okay, so now let's look at the futures grid bot. Futures grid bot is similar to a normal grid bot, right? With the main difference being that it trades the futures market. And with the futures market, you guys will have leverage. With leverage, obviously, you guys will have more profit margin, but also you guys will face more risk. So I recommend using stop loss when trading with a futures grid bot if you guys have like high leverage. And the first thing you guys gotta notice here is that you have three options: so long, short, and neutral, right? And with long, that is for when you think that the price will go up, and the futures grid bot will enter long position, and it will closes these position as the price go up. With the short futures grid bot, is when you think the price will go down, and the bot will open with short positions, and it will closes these positions as the price goes down. With the neutral grid bot, neutral futures grid bot is a little bit different. This is best for sideways markets. So for example, a market that moves like this, right? And the bot doesn't have an initial position, and it's instead the position is established by whether the current price is above or below the price that you start the bot. So for example, the price that you start the bot is here, is this green line. As the price go above your start price and to the top of your price range, the bot will start to short. And as the price go down below your start price to the bottom of your price range, the bot will start to long, expecting the price to go up. So that's how the neutral futures grid bot works. And now let's look at some of the copy strategy. So with the copy strategy, these are pre-made strategy by our AI strategy, right? It is based on the backtested data. So what you guys need to pay attention to is the first thing is the leverage level. So for this one, the leverage is 5x, right? And 30-day back means that the bot is created based on the backtested data of the last 30 days. And the calculated APY based on the data is 96.61%. This is the price range that it will trade in, and this is the max drawdown. So basically, the maximum loss that it encountered based on the data of the past 30 days. Similar to this, it has 15x leverage, created based on the backdated data of the last 7 days and the calculated APY of 952%. This is the price range that it trades in, and the max drawdown here is minus 1.29%, right? And you guys can look more into this by pressing copy bot to know more about its details. You guys can look at the profit per grids and also the amount of grids that it has. You guys might notice this auto reserve button. If you enable auto reserve, the bot will automatically reserve a portion of the investment amount to use as margin, which is the dynamic margin. It will lower your liquidation price when you go long and raise it when you go short. So basically, it reduces your liquidation risk. I recommend enabling it if you guys trade with high leverage, and if you don't want to, or if you have experience using the futures grid bot already, then you can uncheck it. Now let's move on to customizing your own bot. So the first thing you guys have to pay attention to is the price range, right? You guys have your lower limit and your upper limit. I recommend you setting the lower limit as the support level and the upper limit as a resistance level. So identify the support and resistance in your chart and set it as the lower limit and upper limit. One thing you guys need to note is that you guys shouldn't pick too big of a range. So for example, you guys pick this range. It will mean that your investment will be spread out to a very big range and it will not be utilized very much. And if you guys have too tight of a range, for example, like this, the price can be easily moved out of your range, which will make your bot obsolete. And the next thing you guys need to pay attention to is the quantity of grids, right? And the quantity of grid obviously affect the profit per grid. And with the Bitcoin USDT pair, I recommend setting the quantity of grids so that the profit per grid is around 0.2%. If you trade other altcoins, then you can set the amount of grids so that the profit per grid is around 0.3 to 0.4%. With the investment amount, you guys can put the investment amount that you guys want to put in, right? And as I said before, if you guys have more grids, then the investment amount will be higher. If you guys have fewer grids, then the investment amount will be lower. You guys can check or uncheck the auto reserve function as I have mentioned before. One other thing to note is the grid mode. So arithmetic basically means that the distance between the grids will be a fixed amount. And with geometric, it basically means that the distance between the grids will be a fixed percentage. So that is the difference between geometric and arithmetic. And that is everything that you guys need to know about the futures grid bot. If you guys have any questions, feel free to drop them down below. You guys can also join Pionex communities on Telegram and Discord and ask me any question that you guys have. Thank you for watching.